This is Delhi. Please stand by for our next announcement. This is All India Radio. We now bring you the National Sports Magazine.
Hello and welcome to the National Sports Magazine. I am Amit Arora. In this edition, we bring you updates on Durand Cup football, Sudirman Cup Badminton tournament, 60th National Open Athletics, and more from the world of sports. Let's begin with cricket. Indian women's cricket team is touring Australia. Here is an overview scripted by Ravikant Singh and presented by Nitish Arora.
There was a time when cricket tours to Australia were not really welcomed by the players, but twice within a space of less than 12 months, both the Indian men's and women's team have shown that they are up for the challenge. The women lost their 3-match ODI series by the narrowest of margins. Each game went right down the wire and Indian women managed to snap a 26-match winning streak of the Australians. The last time the Australian women lost a 50-over international game was on the 29th of October 2017 to England at Coffs Harbour in New South Wales. The 16-match unbeaten run had incidentally begun against India on the 12th of March 2018 at Vadodara. September is late winter in Australia and spring is round the corner, and the Australians showed they were primed for the visiting challenge as they made short work of the 226-run target, chasing it down with all of 9 wickets and 54 balls to spare as they hosted the Indians at Mackay in the state of Queensland on the east coast, not far from the famous Great Barrier Reef. Having asked the Indians to take first strike, Australia enjoyed the upper hand with a 4-wicket haul from teenage debutant Darius Brown. The 18-year-old bagged 4 wickets, conceding a mere 33 runs in her 9 overs to justifiably claim the Player of the Match award. Skipper Mithali Raj, with a fighting knock of 63, provided the only resistance as the Indians were restricted to 225 for 8 in their allotted 50 overs. Rachel Haynes with 93 not out, Elisa Healy with 77 and skipper Meg Lanning with an unbeaten 53 helped Australia cruise past the target to go 1 up in the series. The teams faced off again after a day's rest at the same venue, but this time nobody had expected the drama that unfolded. India were put in yet again by the home side, a heroic 86 at the top of the order by opener Smriti Mandhana, and useful contributions from the lower middle order enabled the visiting side to post a formidable 274 for 7 in the stipulated 50 overs. A knock of 54 by Richa Ghosh had the second highest score in the innings, while extras were third at 31 and included as many as 17 wides. Australia's reply was anchored by opener Beth Mooney, who remained unbeaten on 125 as the home side scraped through of the last ball of the 50th over. Tahila McGraw followed up her 3 wickets for 45 of 9 overs with a useful 74 off a mere 77 balls, adding 123 runs for 5th wicket with Mooney after Australia had been reduced to 52 for 4 in the 16th over. Nicola Carey continued the fight back with 39 not out of 38 deliveries and was on strike when the big drama unfolded off in the final over of the Australian chase. The home side needed 13 of the final over bowled by Jhulan Goswami, who pushed them to the wall, leaving 3 runs to win off the final ball. Carey patted the Goswami full toss straight to mid-wicket and the Indians were up in celebrations. But the on-field umpires checked with the television umpire and ruled a no ball as the delivery had reached Carey above waist high. She and Munit sprinted the required 2 runs of the next ball to complete the most remarkable victory to give Australia a winning 2-0 lead in the 3-match series. The series may have been lost, but the Indians were not done just yet. Australia decided to bat first after winning its 3rd toss in a row, but early striker by Jhulan Goswami kept the home side down to 264 for 9 through their 50 overs. Goswami and spinner Pooja Vastrakar picked 3 wickets each for the Indians. Opener Shefali Verma and Yastika Bhatia laid a solid foundation for the Indian response, which was finally seen through the Jhulan Goswami, who remained not out in the company of Meghna Singh. India won the match by 2 wickets with 3 balls to spare, ending the historical run of unbeaten games by Meg Lanning and her team. The 26-match winning streak of the mighty Australians included 9 victories over neighbours New Zealand, 5 5 against India and 3 against England, West Indies, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Having shown their grit and determination in no uncertain terms, the next challenge for the Indians is the day-night test at Carrara on the Australian Gold Coast. The same venue will also host the 3 T20 games which wrap up the Australian tour of India.
Both teams are now playing the one-off pink ball test match that started on the 30th of September. Australia won the toss and elected to bowl first. At stumps on day 1, India were 132 for the loss of 1 wicket, with Smriti Mandhana on unbeaten 80 runs. Rain did interrupt play and only 44.1 overs were bowled on day 1. Yastika Bhatia and Meghna Singh are making their test debut for the Indian side. On day 2, Smriti went on to complete her century and scored 127 runs before getting dismissed. Indian batters made the Aussie bowlers toil hard. In IPL 2021, after completion of 44 matches out of total 56 league matches, each of the 8 teams have played 11 matches so far. Chennai is at the top with 18 points and assured qualification for the playoffs. The IPL has reached its business end to decide the top 4 teams. The finals of the 14th edition of the IPL will be held on Friday, the 15th of October at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. After the IPL, the ICC Men's T20 World Cup will also be hosted by the UAE and some prelim matches by Oman as well. The T20 World Cup will be comprised of 2 rounds. Round 1 will see 8 teams compete, from which 4 teams will go to round 2 or the Super 12 round to join the top 8 ranked T20 international teams.
All India Radio, the channel of the nation, brings you live action of World Cup T20 from 23rd October 2021 onwards. All India matches on primary channel, FM Rainbow Network, local radio stations, FM relay stations, DTH and DRM. All other matches on local radio stations, FM relay station, DTH and DRM. So don't forget, just tune into All India Radio for the T20 World Cup action from 23rd October onwards.
India is in Group 2 and will start their campaign from the 24th of October versus arch rivals Pakistan. The finals will be played on the 14th of November. From cricket to athletics, Warangal in Telangana is famous for its historical places like the Fort Varangal and the 1000-Pillar Temple. 60th National Open Athletics Championship were held in Varangal. Here is a report from All India Radio, Varangal.
I am Nihara Kaneti joining from All India Radio Varangal to bring you a report on 60th National Open Athletics Championship held in Varangal from 15 September to 19 September. The event was organized by Varangal District Athletics Association in collaboration with Athletics Federation of India. The historic city of Varangal hosted a national-level sports event of this magnitude for the first time in its history. To know more about how the city was decked up for the event, we have Professor Ramesh Reddy, Vice President of Varangal District Athletics Association.
Never in the history of Varangal an event of this magnitude is being organized at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, and this was promoted in the city in a befitting fashion by conducting various promotional events such as cyclothon, flash mobs, LED display boards, banners and balloons. It was well attended by the athletes participating from various states and officials, technical officials, and huge gala of spectators and the guests. Around 48 events, 24 for men, 23 for women, and 1 mixed relay was conducted. 5 meet records were broken, as well as 1 new national record was created in 1500 meters women event.
On the first day of the championship, Railways runner Abhishek Pal clinched gold in 5000 meter category. Railways runner Parul Chowdhury bagged 2 golds in this championship, opening her tally with first gold in 5000 meter run. In pole vault, Pavitra Venkatesh of Tamil Nadu bagged top position. On the second day, Punjab's metric miler Harmilan Kaur Bains stole the show after breaking Sunita Rani's 19-year-old record set at Asian Games in Busan. The young sprinter stood undefeated in 8 national level 1500-meter races since January 2020. She made the historic record on 16th of September in 4 minutes 5.39 seconds. She speaks to All India Radio exclusively after her record-breaking sprint.
It was so great. Every athlete dreamed to hear this, that national record stands on the name of. I was trying very hard from last year when 2020 starts and after that lockdown happens and now from 2021 Federation I was running 408 and I was 2 seconds away from national record. So from that meet until now, I was keep trying on national record and finally I did it.
So once again, I congratulate you on that. And like you said, from March 2020, we've been going through lockdowns and all the establishments were shut down, including the playgrounds and the training camps. So after this break, getting back to a national level event, how was it? I mean, did you feel the break or you were just continuing your practice?
In starting, I do feel the breaks, but before Olympics, Himachal government helps me a lot.
Okay.
I'm from Punjab, but the Himachal government gave me special permission while lockdown. I thanks to my coach, I thanks to Himachal government, and I thanks to my parents and my friends. It's not only my efforts.
And this record you made in the historic city of Varangal, how do you feel about that?
Telangana, Varangal, they conduct the first national level meet on their synthetic track. So there was only me who created national record.
Exactly. Track was late to make a record.
Yeah, can say, but and can count me first Indian athlete who made a record. That was quite well there. People were so updated regarding athletics. So many kids with their parents, they came just to watch our meet.
Yes.
I performed in Patiala or many states I performed, but no spectators were there.
Harmilan, what are you looking forward to? What are the next events that are coming up and what are your future plans?
First of all, we are focusing on Commonwealth and Asian Games, and hope so we will get qualified for World Championship. So I'm just 1 second away from that qualification. I will keep trying.
We wish you good luck, Harmilan.
Thank you.
On the second day, Naresh Kumar of Andhra Pradesh and Tarandeep Kaur from Delhi made their mark as fastest male and female athletes of the meet by winning 100-meter dash. In men's 1500-meter race, Haryana's Parvez Khan defeated Railway's 2-time Asian Athletic Championship winner Ajay Kumar Saroj. On the third day, Parul Chowdhury completed her second gold in 3000-meter steeplechase, beating Maharashtra's Komal Chandrakant. Railway's B. Aishwarya made her space among the top jumpers in the country with an opening leap of 6.52 meter in women's long jump category. 3000-meter steeplechase, 100-meter hurdles, high jump, shot put, 35-kilometer race walk were conducted for men and women on the third day, along with 400-meter mixed relay. Uttar Pradesh's Rambabu made a national record by winning men's 35-kilometer race walk in 2 hours, 46 minutes and 31 seconds. On the fourth day, that is 18th September, services athletes stole the show, winning titles in men's 800 meters, 50 kilometers race walk and pole vault as well. Harmilan Kaur Bains and Railways' B. Aishwarya claimed their second titles in 800 meter sprint and triple jump. On the final day of 60th National Open Athletics Championship, Assam sprinter Amlan clocked a sensational 200 meter win in 20.75 seconds, marking a record for himself. Hammer throw, relay and women's discus throw were the other events held on the final day of 60th National Open Athletics Championship. Despite the rough weather in Varangal, athletes sported their best performances and made their personal best stints here in Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. This is Nihara Kaneti from All India Radio Warangal for National Sports Magazine.
And soon after the National Open Athletics Federation of India organised first National Under-23 Athletics Championship. Delhi conducted the meet at short notice after Tamil Nadu declared that it would be unable to host the competition. Sprinter Taranjeet Kaur of Delhi emerged the fastest woman of the meet and also won women's 200 meters gold with a personal best time of 23.57 seconds. In the women's middle distance run, in 800 meters, Delhi's K.M. Chanda won the gold. Sonika of Haryana won gold in 10,000 meters. Komal Jagdale of Maharashtra stood first in 3,000 meters steeplechase and also in 5,000 meters. As far as men's action is concerned, Ragul Kumar of Tamil Nadu took the gold in 200 meters. Somnath of Haryana won the 800 meters first position. Kartik Kumar of Uttar Pradesh won gold in 10,000 meters. Deva Sahayam of Tamil Nadu stood at first position in triple jump ahead of National Open champion Praveen. The inaugural edition of the Under-23 National Athletics Championship was a great platform for young boys and girls to build on the momentum in athletics. And in National Sports Magazine, let's hop across from athletics to badminton now. The 2021 edition of the Sudirman Cup is being played in Vantaa, Finland from 26th of September till the 3rd of October. Indian team did not move to the knockout stages. The Indian team was represented by Arjun, Dhruv Kapila, Kidambi Srikanth, Sai Praneeth in men's badminton and Malvika, Aditi Bhatt, Tanisha, Rutuparna Panda, Akashvani Punappa and N. Sikki Reddy in women's badminton. Indian team will now look forward to a better show at the forthcoming rescheduled Thomas and Uber Cup that begins 9th of October in Aarhus, Denmark. Here is a quick recap by sports journalist Vivek Prabhakar Singh, who spoke to B. Sai Praneeth before the player left for Sudirman Cup.
Star Indian shuttlers Saina Nehwal and B. Sai Praneeth will spearhead women's and men's teams respectively for the Thomas and Uber Cup finals, which will be played in Denmark from October 9. For the Thomas and Uber Cup, the London Olympics bronze medalist Saina Nehwal will be accompanied by 3 top singles ranks from the trials: Malvika Bansod, Aditi Bhatt and Tasneem Mir in the 10-member women's team, alongside 3 doubles pairs including Tanisha Crasto and Rutuparna Panda, who claimed the top spot in the trials. The 2-time Olympic medalist PV Sindhu has not been included in the squad as she had requested not to consider herself for the selections, citing post-Olympics recovery. In the 2014 Uber Cup, both PV Sindhu and Saina Nehwal helped India finish with a bronze medal. The 10 members men's team also comprised of 4 singles players and 3 doubles pairs, alongside World Championship bronze medalist B. Sai Praneeth and former world number 1 Kidambi Srikanth. Top 2 singles players from the trials, Kiran George and Sameer Verma, have received places in the team. The country's top men's doubles pair of Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy has been selected in the team alongside top 2 ranked pairs from the trials. In the Thomas Cup, the Indian team has been placed in the Group C alongside the defending champions China, with Netherlands and Tahiti being the other 2 teams in the group, while the women's team has been drawn in Group B along with Thailand, Spain and Scotland in the Uber Cup. We spoke to World Championship bronze medalist B. Sai Praneeth after the selection in Thomas Cup and Sudirman Cup.
Hello.
I just want to take your some quotes before you're going for the Sudirman Cup. You're leading India's contingent for the Thomas Cup and Sudirman Cup. So how you're feeling and how excited you are, first of all?
Yeah, I think really excited, and at the same time it's been after Olympics, it's been the first tournament, so I think we'll get a good match practice and also some good games to play. So yeah, really looking forward.
How do you look at your draw?
It's not easy, and because in women's singles even Sindhu Saina is not playing. So yeah, it's not easy, but definitely we can beat the team. So we had good other events, so we have to take 3 events. And yeah, women's single also we have some young players. We never knew anything can happen. So it's a team event. So as you said, the pressure will be on the opponent's side also. So yeah, anything may happen, and we have a good team. And
so how challenging it is for you to put the disappointment of Tokyo behind and just remove all those negativity and focus on this?
Yeah, I think it's been quite a long time. Yeah, definitely it is a disappointing tournament, but still I think we have a lot of tournaments coming up. I can't keep that in mind, and so as a sports person, I think definitely anybody will be feeling sad when you lose a tournament like that in that way. But I think you also have to think that you have so many other tournaments also to focus, and that is not the last tournament of my career.
The women team for the Uber Cup, Saina Nehwal is there. And how do you look at Saina as a player? Because Saina Nehwal is she won a medal in 2012, couldn't win a medal in 2016, but she has also got 2 World Championship medals for India. And last time in India when the Uber Cup was played in 2014, it was because of her performance and Sindhu's performance that India had a podium finish. And now she went through a tough time of not making it to the Olympics in Tokyo. So keeping all these things in mind, you see her name there. It still shows that she still has the hunger in her to perform.
Yeah, I think definitely she has an hunger. I think everybody knows that. That is why she's still playing. And she is one of the greatest players for India. I think she is the one who changed the badminton in Indian badminton. So definitely she is always fighting, and I hope she performs well. I think, as I said, there will be bad time for every sports person. So you just need to come out, and as a sports person, you need to come out and have to perform well in the coming tournament.
PV Sindhu is not going to be there. So how much of her absence is going to affect the women team for the Uber Cup?
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it definitely affects because she is the first. She is the most important player of the team. We're looking forward that they will give a very good performance.
Thank you so much and all the very best. India will certainly miss their star, in-form shuttler PV Sindhu, who has just won an Olympic bronze in Tokyo. But for Saina Nehwal, this tournament is a comeback tournament for her as she failed to qualify for Tokyo Olympics, and it is time for her to prove that she can still perform, and it will be interesting to see whether she has recovered from her knee injury completely or not. Sai Praneeth had a very disappointing campaign in Tokyo Olympics as well as Sudirman Cup, losing matches in straight games. Therefore, Thomas Cup is a redemption tournament for the World Championship bronze medalist shuttler.
The Goa Badminton Association hosted 8-day-long All India Masters Ranking Badminton Tournament. Let's listen in to this report by Bambino Dias from All India Radio, Goa.
After a lengthy break in the domestic structure since March 2020 that was disrupted due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Goa played host to one of the first major national ranking badminton tournaments. Under the auspices of Badminton Association of India, hosted an 8-day-long tournament, the Masters Veterans Tournament, where players from the age groups 35 plus and above participated. The tournament was held at the newly built Manohar Parrikar Indoor Badminton Stadium in Naveli, Goa. This tournament in Goa assumed significance as it formed the basis for selecting the Indian Masters team for the forthcoming BWF World Senior Badminton Championships 2021 that will take place from November 28th to December 4th in Spain. All the winners, runners-up and losing semi-finalists automatically qualified to represent the country at the biennial BWF World Seniors. This tournament saw the participation of more than 700 players from all across the country, including former international players like S. Banu, Vijay Lancy and JBS Vidyadhar among others. The oldest participant of the tournament was 83-year-old Dr. Sikletika Rebello of Goa, who partnered Dr. Satish Kuchatkar to win the mixed doubles 75-plus finals. The duo came back after losing the first set to defeat Wazir Goyal and Usha Sharma of Haryana 20-22, 21-14, 21-12. Here we have Dr. Sikletika telling us about the wonderful game of badminton as she goes down memory lane.
It's not only the power, you have to use your intelligence, the drop shots, when to shoot, when to place, because where to put the shuttle. But in the medical college, there's hardly any time to play. We have so much of studies to do. But ultimately, if you only concentrate on studying and playing and nothing else, so that was the thing. And the rackets, we couldn't afford to have those big Max Play rackets were the best one of those years, costing 100 rupees. Yeah, so we played with a 10 rupee racket. The youngsters, what happens now, they have a different lifestyle, unfortunately. And I feel it's like that. Your physical activity is very, very important.
Dr. Satish Kuchatkar, who partnered Dr. Sikletika in the mixed double 75-plus event, tells us about his fitness and training habits and ends with a message for the youngsters.
So I was keeping myself fit on my terrace where I got an indoor cricket pitch whereas to bowl about 12 to 14 overs continuously, nobody, I was the only player this one. Nobody was coming because of the COVID restrictions. And I was just keeping myself fit. I used to go to the courts and practice regularly from 5:30 morning, early morning, till up to 7:30 with my group, which is much younger to me, my age. They are 35 to 40, 45 to 50. That's all. So that gave me total fitness and control. And I could play 3 events which nobody could play. Winning the medals in 3 events. Fitness starts from the school age.
In the women's singles 75-plus finals, Olga De Costa first defeated Perpetua Jacques 21-3, 21-4 and later partnered Maya Shawat to win the gold in the women's doubles 70-plus, defeating Mukta Agshikar and Bharati Heble 21-8, 21-10. Seasoned badminton player Yogendra Kumar Jaiswal swept both the 70-plus titles with ease. Tanaji Sawant won the bronze medal in the 65-plus category, and now that he has been selected to represent India, said that in order to participate, he only has to renew his passport.
I was very happy to be selected for the Masters Badminton Fair, which will be held at Spain.
Geeta Negi dominated the 55-plus women's category by winning both singles as well as doubles. Geeta's doubles partner, Suzanne Wenglet, also emerged as the champion in the mixed doubles section. In the mixed doubles 55-plus final, Prabhu Naik Naidu and Suzanne Wenglet shocked 7 seeds Ramlakhan and Geeta Negi 21-13, 21-11 in 22 minutes. The last 4 days of the competition saw the participants in the 35-plus to 50-plus age groups, wherein Pooja Mehta, Leena Darpe, Poonam Tatwawadi, Anish K.A., Sunil Gladson and Sangeeta Rajgopalan claimed double crowns. Sunil Gladson and Radhika Madhur Ingalikar shocked third seeds Abhinand Shetty and Sangeeta Murray in the mixed doubles 35-plus finals. In the women's singles 45-plus, Leena Dapre beat Purva Sangani 21-16, 21-14. In the men's doubles 50-plus, Lingveshwara Rao, BVSK and Navdeep Singh defeated Ayub CK and Xavier Raphael. Ayub described his experiences at the tournament.
I thank Goa Badminton Association for organizing such a fantastic tournament.
Kiran Makode of LIC of India, Nagpur Division and Anamika Durga Purohit of CAG will be representing the Indian badminton squad for the World Seniors yet again. Kiran Makode also has created a record of sorts by getting selected for the 6th time in the Indian team for the prestigious BWF World Seniors. The successful conduct of a big championship of this nature should now pave the way for restarting of senior ranking national tournaments as well as age group tournaments, and bright days are ahead for aspiring youngsters. After watching the veterans in the Masters Badminton Tournament and their zeal to participate, it only goes to show that one's greatest asset is not physical ability, but the mental ability and to practice sportsmanship. Bambino Dias from Goa for AIR's National Sports Magazine.
Durand Cup started in 1888, and in the 130th edition of the iconic football tournament, the finals will be played on Sunday, the 3rd of October at the Salt Lake Stadium, Kolkata. You can catch the live commentary of the Durand Cup finals match between FC Goa and Mohammedan Sporting Club on All India Radio, FM Rainbow Network and also on the Prasar Bharati Sports YouTube channel. And in some other sports news, Indian hockey team defenders and 2 of the most important members of the Olympic bronze medal winning team in Tokyo, Rupinder Pal Singh and Birendra Lakra, have announced their retirement from international hockey. In chess, India beat Kazakhstan to enter the semi-finals of the FIDE World Women's Team Chess Championship. Encouraging news from table tennis for India. Indian men's team comprising Sharat Kamal, G. Satyan and Harmeet Desai have reached the semi-finals of the Asian Championship 2021 and will now take on top seed South Korea in the semis. This is a historic win as India assured its second medal at the championship after 1976. With this is Amit Arora signing off from today's National Sports Magazine.
You are listening to the National Sports Magazine, produced by Nitish Kumar Arora. The broadcast came to you from the Delhi station of All India Radio.